think highly of themselves here, Rachel, today.
Boom.
Yeah, you went, and as soon as you did that,
So how? What?
so Mike got something like that. So Mike felt it himself. He didn't get it.
Well, I want to apologize.
$50, $50
On the flop. On the flop.
Yes.
You get 3 cards.
Okay.
Crazy pineapple.
It is not my job to remind you to discard a card after the flop. If the turn card comes out and you still have 3 cards, your hand is
And I'm gonna tell
completely
you
dead.
something. There's 10 players at this table. There's 30 cards going to already be gone.
Oh my
You
gosh.
want to might think about
Calls
what your
2.
options are.
Well, I can't just not see the first flop. It can be cheap.
I was like, I gotta get this one and then hope for the best.
How do you know things
Oh, we're
that
starting
far
at
in
the
advance?
2 seat.
This
Okay.
guy.
Yes.
Even chess like
This guy. You're gonna need that 4th card.
Oh my God.
You're gonna need that.
That's right, Devin. Don't worry. Don't ruin a family pot. First pot of crazy pineapple.
Devin. Check.
Checks it. Checks
When
it.
do you-
Checks it.
Okay,
When
when
it's your turn to act. 20.
I only play aces when it's ace, ace, king, king, double suited.
That's no good here at this table. 2, 4, 7 wins. Down to the nitty gritty.
Player makes it 20.
I mean,
Calls 20.
Alright, so we are headed back down to the Star today. It's going to be a short session because I have got to pick up 3 children, not just 1 from school. We are watching our 4 nieces and nephews this evening, Danielle and I. So, back down to the Star, going to play 5 hours maximum, most likely. Dang it. One mistake. In for 300, out for 338. And in the low action afternoon games, man, one misstep can be bad. On the way back to Newton, gotta pick up Max and couple nieces from school. It is Wednesday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. But Danielle and I got our Valentine's celebration on yesterday. Went out to dinner, steak dinner, and then saw Molly's game at the Late Run Theater in Wichita, the Palace. Tickets were $1.50, and man, they were well worth it. Great movie. A little bit late last night, so did not get up and play poker this morning. So we're headed to the Star now. It's about 7:20 p.m. Should be there a little bit before 8 o'clock. Looking to get in for 5 hours. Nothing too extreme tonight, and hopefully we can go a session without making a boneheaded mistake. Those kill us. Let's roll. Up 7:49 today. And a good thing, that puts us in the positive for the month. Splash pot poker. As my man Devin Ganneman says, let's stack and rack.
Holy crap.
Give it all to me.
Give it all. All in for 209 pre-flop. $100 splash. It's been real. Devin, that's a punk ass bet.
Gotta say, after a rough start, not too bad. Kind of steadied myself, won a few medium pots, lost a few medium pots, hung around long enough to cooler a woman when I flopped top and bottom, and she flopped bottom 2 pair with about $280 effective stacks. And then got lucky and spiked a trip 5s with an ace kicker on the turn and check raised a guy all in and won a $450 pot. In for 945, out for 780, negative 165 today, but after the start, I'll take that. Friday night at the Star, 8 o'clock. Unfortunately, I did not put my name on the call-in list, so we'll have to wait a bit. Alright, I'm joining you from my house from the future of March 14, 2018. I am trying to crank out a little bit of a catch-up vlog right now, but I got to share this hand with you. I can't just put a picture of this chip stack up on the vlog without explanation. So I ran pretty good in the session, really good. We changed tables. And it's a table I had eyed earlier because a guy had about 2K in his stack, and then all of a sudden I noticed he only had 700. Long story short, he'd previously lost a big hand when he had the 2,000 or so racked up, proceeded to unrack, and then tilt off about $1,500. When I got to the table, he had about 550. And then he sucked out on a player to get his stack back up to around 1,100. And shortly after that is when the following hand occurred. We are in the cutoff with Queen 10 of Hearts with about 1,800 in front of us. There's a few limps. We make it $18 to go. The small blind, who is the aforementioned player, has about 1,100 in his stack. He 3-bets to 50 bucks. We'd seen him 3-bet pretty liberally. We're not going anywhere. We make the flat call. The flop comes about as good as you can ask for us. Queen 9-4 with 2 hearts. We flop top pair with a flush draw and backdoor straight opportunities. The small blind checks it to us. We put out a pretty standard bet, in my opinion. $60. The small blind then re-raises us, check raises to 180. So at this point, I'm putting him on aces, kings, ace queen, probably not the lower sets, perhaps a better flush draw, and I really don't think a 1 pair hand is gonna want to get involved for his whole stack, especially after he tilted a lot of it off and had just gotten a lot of it back. I think he was ready to go. So I put in the raise. I make it $500 to go, and he tanks and then rips it all in there. Of course, I snap call him because I'm committed at this point. The turn is an offsuit jack, giving us the open-ended straight draw to go along with our flush draw. And the river is a glorious, 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 glorious 8, an offsuit 8. And we scoop the biggest pot I've ever won in my entire life at a 1-3 game. Not saying I played it perfect by any means, I rarely do. I could have just called the check raise to 180. I didn't want to face a large bet on the turn without improving, because I don't feel I would be able to call it off depending on the size. And I knew it was a money-making play to just get it in, maybe get a fold at the time with all the money that was already in the pot and the 47 or so % I had in equity. So that's what I did. Perhaps it wasn't the most long-term money-making play, but it worked out this time.
No, I've never been better. Good game, guys.